find the movie entertaining.
The movie was entertaining. Yeah.
I agree. I was very entertained by it. I'm a Chris Pratt guy. I like his little quirky jokes and things.
Yeah.
He does that for me.
I like the other guy too, the black guy.
The black guy. I was about to say I like him. Yeah. I don't know why his name isn't coming to me. I like it. That's my guy. He had a TV show.
Because I've seen him in other stuff too, but he's never like the main character in nothing though.
He's always a side character. Sam Richardson. Sam Richardson. I like him. I like him. He's funny. Well. He was on the show called Veep, and I really liked him. He ended up being the president. Yeah. Like he made his way up from being like a page to being like the president because he just like had the circumstances of like good things happen to him.
I definitely like him a lot.
The other black guy.
It was like a few. So which one? The young guy or the one that had the cancer?
The one with the cancer.
Oh yeah, he was good.
He was attractive to me.
He was to me too. Yeah.
Was it like a smoldering, angry guy type of way?
Yeah. He definitely
did it for me. J.K. Simmons. I was happy to see him.
Me he was too. Real ripped. Good for him.
He was real ripped.
I like the beard. Like he's looking all right.
Is J.K. Simmons always ripped like that? I'm trying to remember. Like
maybe it's for the movie.
I was thinking it was for a different movie because this movie he didn't do a whole bunch of action.
Yeah.
Maybe
he had still like the strong older war guy, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. He did. He looked great. And then the daughter. She was a daughter.
Yeah.
She was smart.
She was a daughter. She was doing the thing.
Daughter. I think all of them did well with acting.
Yeah.
And then they did their thing. Visuals and graphics. The aliens were terrifying.
Yeah. It didn't scare me, but I was like, oh, they some big aliens. Like
I found it innovative because I don't remember seeing aliens that kind of looked like them.
They look good.
Like, oh, this is like new aliens.
Yeah, it looked good.
They're kind of like a cross between like the aliens of the movie is called The Mist. Have you seen it? Mm-mm. All the aliens in the movie The Mist are like white, like bones. They're like made of bones. Okay. Yes, it's fucking crazy. And but they were juicy, like the aliens from like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
They had all the things happening at one time. I was like, ooh.
The aliens look good.
Yeah.
I like the tentacles.
Yeah.
Put the stuff shoot out of it.
And it was extra mouths.
It was good. Yeah. It was nice. I like when they showed the mom and like you couldn't see like her belly was a different color than all of the males. And I think that's detail.
Yeah. I was saying like maybe she's the queen.
She is the queen.
When she got messed up, like all of them were like, what?
Yeah, I said I put it together like bees. So like it's one queen bee, and then like all the bees.
Sound.
And like once the queen bee is out of the hive, all the other bees will find the queen, no matter where the queen is. You will find the queen because the queen exerts like pheromones and stuff. So
when she made that like screaming noise, all of them were like, "Ma!" Then they all came.
Yeah.
Like, ah.
And the fact that it's only one female and she's the most powerful, like she's the queen of the
alien people.
Yeah,
alienoids. They did a great job with those, and it looked really cool.
The faces was good.
It was scary to me. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I was intrigued more than afraid. I think
that could be why I wanted to kill him in 30 years. Kill them.
Yeah, I was intrigued. Like I wanted to study them. Like if I was them, I'm like I want to study it. I want to like see how the inner workings is. It was intriguing.
It's that science part of your brain.
I think it's that science part of my brain. It was nice though. I was like, oh, they're really cool. Even it's when they guts, with that blood, it was nice. It was nice. They had detail. Yeah.
I was like, kill the motherfuckers. You know how I feel about bugs.
Kill it.
Kill that motherfucker. I don't want no parts of that bitch. Kill him. I don't want them damn 30 years.
I'm gonna say, if you remember, even the embryos, like the embryos look nice. Like that's real, like insect embryos. Like that color.
So when they was inside of like the spaceship.
Yeah. Like that's a real embryo. Like another insect embryo actually looks like that.
Kill that motherfucker.
That's something they had to be like part insect or something.
I want that nigga gone. What animal is it so I can work actively to extinguish it?
No, I gotta look it up, but I know it's like an embryo that's like that.
I want to actively work towards getting rid of that motherfucker.
All of the effects was good. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the next point? I'm sorry, I scrolled up. The concept of a tomorrow war and having to go back in time to fight the tomorrow war. I
You
actually
didn't like it. Oh,
no,
okay.
I did. I liked the concept. I don't think it was well executed, but I like the concept. I tell you, I like time. So like, I fuck with time. So like the idea of like having to fight a tomorrow war, and like the whole movie. This is what I'm jumping the gun with the edits, but this is one thing I would say I would edit. This is what I was watching it to. I was saying, wait, never mind. I'm gonna wait for the edits. I'm just gonna make a note.
Save it.
Make a note. Edits.
Put your notes.
I'm making a note, guys.
Put all your grievances down.
I'm making a note.
On the paper.
Hold on.
Wait, all your grievances. This is why the score was so low.
Oh, wait. Shoot.
Right.
Okay. So what's the next part? The concept. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the concept.
Yeah.
It works for me.
The concept works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Because it's a part that it's like, okay, but other than that, it works. It makes sense.
The writing in the script worked for me.
Yeah,
it was all good. All good. It worked for me.
You would take credits. No. But
why wasn't it believable to you?
I don't really fucking believe in aliens, for one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
I didn't know that. We had an alien conversation. Really?
No.
Okay. So
I don't believe in the extraterrestrial. I don't believe in it. So anything in that is like imagination for me.
That's so interesting.
It's not aliens, because aliens, if they already had this technology, they would already came and done all of the things that, or like people like, oh, aliens are walking among us. Well, then fuck it, they walking among us. Like, it's never. It's not.
So it's not so much you don't believe in aliens. You don't think they're gonna come when to fight us, or you don't believe they exist at all.
I don't think aliens exist at all.
Wow.
But it's like this. It's like, because if they all live in, I'm saying people that say like they living among us, then like, okay, they're living among us. But it's like,
that's
whatever.
so.
I don't believe in aliens.
So you just think that Earth just happened to be here at a good time and place, like we just happen to be like the lucky planet, or do you think that God like just made us in their image?
I think we're in the Matrix.
But how do we get here?
God.
Who put us here? God.
We're not here though. That's the thing. Like, if we're in the Matrix, we're not really here.
Do you think that God is an alien?
No.
But he's not from Earth.
No, God is God. Like, that's a being that someone believes in.
Celestial being. But
right. like the stars.
I think the conversation, I think the way we use words is what's kind of hicking me up right now, right?
Okay.
Because if aliens are just beings that exist outside of Earth, then what would make God not an alien?
I don't think aliens exist. I don't think I'm not.
No. I'm saying like that's how we define aliens,
Oh, okay.
Extraterrestrial.
Right.
And God is a being that exists outside of Earth. God
created aliens.
Or God is an alien. Because he's an extra. It is an extraterrestrial being.
He's the head honcho alien.
That's beyond us. So how can you not believe in aliens but believe in God?
Believing in God is like believing that people are good, right? It's not
like God is universe type thing for you.
Right.
Okay, I got
it. That's just like the stars. Like the stars are being that's just fate. An alien is a thing that can be a physical, actual thing that one could see, or one can be transcended up to you in the ships and all of that hoo-ha. So
I do believe in aliens. I believe it's more complex than just like the probing and shit that we do.
You're like, it's a UFO.
Yeah, I believe it's more complex, which I do think that that's a thing, but I also think that it's more complex than what we do for movie's sake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
I think that God is more complex than a lifeguard in the sky as well.
I see. Yeah.
So God is an extraterrestrial, in my opinion. The way that we view God is extraterrestrial. It's something beyond Earth. It's a celestial being.
Right.
It's more complex than a little green man running in the suit.
Correct.
Correct. So I definitely believe in aliens. I believe in parallel universes. I believe in different dimensions.
But no, that's the thing. I believe in parallel universe. I believe in dimensions because that's math and science.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's just the little green guy that throws you off.
It's just the little green guy that throws me off.
Okay. Yeah,
I haven't seen the little green guy, but then people were like, "That's what I'm saying."
I believe we have. Well, I know we have because the CIA said we have.
Because we could have, or like the alien probably can take a human form and blend in and do a thing.
I don't think they do all that though.
But who's to say? If we believe in one figment of it,
I believe that's like figment of imagination stuff. Humans have the ability to like make up crazy shit. To me, there's beings, even if they're humanoid beings, that are not from Earth, and to me, it's like that easy. Like it's another nigga on Titan somewhere that's living. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it has to be this like complicated green goopy guy. Weird, even though it can be. Because I don't know. I'm not from fucking Titan. I'm not from, it could be. But I think that in the Milky Way galaxy, most of us are humanoid. Now, if you get beyond the Milky Way galaxy to other galaxies, who knows how those beings were formed and created? But yeah, I definitely believe in aliens for sure. I also believe in universe energy God. I also believe in a celestial being beyond, but I'm one of them people who kind of believe in everything. Like, yeah, cool.
I believe in that, but it's a cat. Certain shit is a cat. Like I cap some of it.
What's my cap?
Aliens is my cap.
I don't think I have one. I haven't heard anything that's too far-fetched to me to be like, nope. Most of it's like, yep, anything's possible.
This movie wasn't believable for me.
Because
for one,
groupie aliens.
Aliens, right? Because how the movie unfolded with the dad being the hero.
Yeah, that's not that shit. I didn't need that with the dad and whatever the fuck was going on with him and the dad. I didn't need anything about that conflict with the dad.
You know, so that part of the movie wasn't believable. The whole grand scheme of things, right? If you have family drama that stems back to childhood,
that shit ain't gonna be important in the middle of a future war,
right? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like obsolete. Like, what the fuck? Like,
we in future war,
right?
Future war isn't what's important right now. It's the war of the future.
So some of the stuff and how it ended wasn't believable. Because it just wasn't smart in a planned and strategic way, right? So like if no, it's not even about time issue. It's about because once we got there and we have a plan in motion to go find a thing, and then we're going to take it out this way. They didn't think it out for people that know that things can go awry so fucking easily. Right.
Like it was just them going like head first, and you're like, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? And even if they went head first and then gathered research and then brought more people back, that would have been more believable than them. Like, I'm just going to fucking take on the aliens. That's not believable because that's not
aliens
smart.
Who they had to like fight tooth and nail in the future.
Exactly.
You're gonna like, oh, we can go just me and my crew.
Like you and two other people. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like that part wasn't believable. But it was a good movie. It was entertaining. It wasn't supposed to be believable.
Things being believable doesn't exactly take away from the movie entertainment
in itself, right?
Yeah, you can be critical of something and acknowledge that it's not believable.
Right.
I think the part that made it non-believable is, of course, the time issue,
and that's fine. That's your reading.
But for the most part, the rest of it was mostly believable. The situation with the daughter to me was like, anybody could have did that. Why'd you have to be your dad to do that? I found that so strange. When
that's so weird.
All them people was going back and forth in time.
Right. People that was smarter than her father.
it's nothing about him that made him so unique.
I guess only the connection to the grandpa. That's the only thing they gave him an upper edge. Because the grandpa could like do things off the grid. You know what I mean?
And like, with the plane or whatever was going on.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that really made him valuable. I feel like
everybody got access to planes, man. Look at me. I don't have access to planes.
You got access to planes and to be going to.
I barely got access to a car.
Right. They have fucking snowmobiles. Like,
I mean, man, you know, I can get a plane.
I get a plane. I can get a pilot. Like, what the fuck you get a pilot?
I know a pilot.
I don't know
anybody. I don't know not one pilot.
You can sneak on Russia's territory.
Listen. I can walk to Alaska, cross the Bering Strait, walk to Siberia,
hike it out.
I mean, I got it, Chief. I got it.
You got it.
I do not have it. Yeah, that's my biggest believability grievance is the situation with the whole family dynamics, including the father situation, and then the daughter father was all like, okay.
But they had to tie it in for him to forgive the father. You know what I mean?
Like,
we didn't need it.
Considering when the father tells you his story.
No, that's what I was about to say. Continue, because I was about to say the same thing.
I was about to say, as an adult, like
exactly.
Once you're 30, and you this is something that I experienced like with my mom and my family. As an adult, you hear the stories from when you were a child, and you come up with a different perspective.
Heavy fucking rational.
The moment the father told you, "Hey, I got shit going on
after the war,"
you go, "Okay, well now I understand." And that's cut and dry. Like, it's not like hard to figure out and understand that.
Right. I'm like,
I got a grandfather who had Agent Orange shit. He went fucking crazy. My grandfather went crazy, like actually killed people, went crazy. You think that like the world is blaming him? No, we know that these people was poisoned.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, like, himself, he's acting like the father was a deadbeat. Mm-hmm. My man, he was with you for most of the adolescent childhood, for one, probably all the way up to middle school.
Hell. He left because he knew better.
He was like, I came back from the war. Yeah. My mind was fucked up. Mm-hmm. I would have hurt you and your mother.
I had to go. Or I'm going to go. You should have been like, thanks.
And him, the son, also been into the war.
He was in Iraq.
And have that same sentiment, like, I know the war can fuck up people.
The fact that he was able to go to the future war and able to handle it because he went through the shit here should have been enough for him to have empathy for his father.
I said before he even went to the future war.
Yeah, you're right.
The son also said he fought in the war and stuff like that. So I'm like, coming back from that, you can see. And the wife was like a therapist or something. Like,
yeah, she was.
So I'm like, you should know.
She provided like group therapy for the people who went to the war.
I'm like, you should know things like, I would have heard the father out. Yeah. And also that the father still was staying in contact with you and still staying in contact with you, trying to stay in contact with your family. I would have heard him out as an adult. But again, people's childhood traumas come out different ways. He was still a little boy at heart.
So, yeah, I guess. Okay. So the last 3 points, I'm just going to say them all and we can talk about them like together. Filmography, replay value, actor, actress, chemistry, and the suspense of it all. It was filmed great. Particularly, I have a point like an image pops out of my head when I'm thinking about the filmography. When they did that first jump, but when they did their jump, not the first jump, when they did their jump, and the people were landing in the wrong locations, and they followed bodies from coming out of the port to the ground or wherever they splattered at, I was like, oh my God, I felt like I was a parachute jumper with them. Yes. You were in the moment with them.
That was the suspense.
Oh my Jesus. Oh, they did. They all did.
No, for real though.
None of them made it. So many of them died during that jump scene.
The jump, it glitched.
Oof. Then they couldn't figure out why it glitched. They were not good at future travel. They were not good at traveling through space and time. Space is about space and time. Those two things go hand in hand when traveling. Traveling. Space and time.
They was figuring it out.
They were doing the space part. They were just doing the time part.
They didn't know what was going on.
They were just doing time, not space, because they were fucking it up.
Everything was feeling nice. I'm gonna say, even when the freaking aliens, we first see them, when they first come jumping down the staircase, the stairwell. And I'm like, they grabbing, like, oh.
And they made it dark, so and the aliens was all white. That shit was terrifying for me. Like, oh my God. Then they had these extra hands and shit.
Yes.
It you felt like you was in the stairwell with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was filmed so nice.
It was shout out to whoever was the film director, because that motherfucker.
Yeah. That was nice.
My goodness, creative director, whoever the hell in charge of that shit. It's fucking crazy, man. Nice. I wouldn't watch it again. I did it.
I would watch it again.
I did it. Yeah. Actor, actress, chemistry. I think that was really good. That probably should have moved up to the acting section. I liked Chris Pratt's and Richardson's. Oh yeah, that's it. I don't know. I didn't really like the daughter relationship, to be honest. I found her and him
the same, annoying.
As actors, the daughter to me didn't have enough reverence for her father.
Yeah, you know why though? Because she was acting like he was acting towards his father, like the whole "you left me" type shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'm not. And you said it already. Sorry, I'm a mic right there. Why am I just realizing that that's what they was just trying to do?
Right. It was that's the only why it was there, for the connection.
Because you left us. Yes.
And but the thing is, he didn't even leave her though. Like, they got a divorce. Bitch, I didn't leave you. I left your mother.
I think she said that he was distant towards her as well.
No, she did not. She said, my 12th birthday, you and mom got separated. Mm-hmm. On my 14th, y'all got divorced. She said, no, my 12th, you told me everything would be okay. So that means he's still talking to her ass. On he was still 14th, a parent for her. You told me that y'all was getting divorced and we was doing a thing. I was still talking to your ass. On my 16th, you got in the car crash and I rushed to the hospital. I was still in contact with your ass. And he was never distant. And then she was like, Mom was trying to tell me to stay away from you, like to distance myself, but I couldn't. Yeah, I'm your fucking father.
Yeah, because your father.
That's what I'm like. He was never distant. He left the family.
In the household.
Household, but I didn't leave you, my child. What are you talking about?
Children of divorce are very interesting. That's in general. Weird. It's so my weird. Experience with children of divorce, it's like, oh, maybe because my experience is that my parents weren't together. Although they was married, I never lived with my father. Like I never had like that like so you have a similar parent experience. Well, actually, you have a big, but like we both never really had this like really great relationship with our fathers. I'm not missing out on this nigga.
not even that. He was but around, as an adult,
I must say, if he was around, I would probably value that over being annoyed that he wasn't in the household or living with me. Yeah, some dads don't live with you, but if your dad is still trying to dad you, why are you angry about it?
I've known some people personally that come from divorce, and I'm be looking at them like, you're fucking bugging. Like, the family didn't leave you. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they left each
other. It's like their relationship started way before you. Their marriage, and maybe because I can be more rational about it because I'm not in it, or maybe because I'm a rational adult, like they should be also. Couples get together. Cool. They had a kid. Cool. They can still love you and co-parent with you without loving each other. Their love for each other doesn't just all the way disappear for you.
I have a cousin who is the product of a divorce, and I believe one of our conversations, it was like the deceit of thinking that things are fine in your household is what breaks a lot of them. But
who the hell tell kids, me and your father getting into the arguments, me and your mom are.
That's not realistic. It seems like children of couples who are openly not happy seem to do better with divorce than these parents that try to fake it. Like we're acting like we're together for the kids and keep everything together for the kids, and then you just get a divorce when they turn 18, and they're like, "What the fuck? Y'all were just in love yesterday." And they're like, "No, we wasn't. We've hated each other for 10 years, and we only been together because of you." It seemed like those kids seem to do better. The ones that know that shit's wrong and bad do better than the kids that are like together for their marriage type shit.
I really have a question. People that's coming from divorced parents, what's the hang up with it?
Why
can't you disconnect?
Why are you mad at one parent or the other? Like,
right. Like, I don't
if
get
they're still around and love you.
Disconnect. And maybe it is a psychological thing. That's something that you have to be in it to be in it. But like, I want to know, like, what is it that's that breakdown for you that you can't disconnect? Like, their relationship has nothing to do with their relationship with you.
Mm-hmm. It's very strange. And mind you, my parents are not divorced, but they were never together. They got married real young, and my mom and dad separated like 4 or 5 years in, and then they never got divorced. They just was married, and my phone would drop in every couple of years. He'd drop in for a couple months, and then you wouldn't see him for a year, and he'd drop it for a couple of months, and we wouldn't see him for a year. My parents were just, you was at my sister's wedding, they were just all in each other's face.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go years of being in love, and then other times they just don't talk to each other for like a long time period of time. I never know what's gonna happen. But that didn't, maybe it did affect my marriage. I'm not sure if it did. You know, you never know what makes it through. But,
I mean, childhood trauma.
Yeah, you never know what makes it through. Maybe I just made a stark decision to be with someone who I want to be with forever. Versus my mom had my sister when she was 17. You know, that was pretty much a shotgun wedding. Yeah. So maybe that's the difference. I chose to not do that with the person I'm going to marry, and was like, hey, I just want to be with you. Right. And then is with the person I wanted to be with. It's interesting.
But I can do see people that be like, we're gonna stay together for the kids.
I have seen it. I would never do that.
I would be that parent. I would be that parent.
For why? The kids don't benefit from it. But I guess we'll find out in the comments.
Yeah. Did you benefit from it?
It just seemed like it always ended up with the kids being confused about, you know, relationships and love and shit. So I don't know.
I think it'd be less stress for custody, stuff like that.
That's why you get with somebody who you can co-parent with and have an amicable divorce, and not someone that's like ready to kill that nigga.